Back at Buffalo Wild Wings, one final time of the regular season. Talking to Takayo here this afternoon. Mike Vaccaro with you alongside Takayo Siddle, head coach of the Seahawks. And a lot to get to here. We're also going to have Mike Oblinger, Director of Athletics, join us today as well. A little state of the department address, going over a couple of things as well here today. So a lot to get to, a lot of wins to cover for UNCW as the Seahawks continue to get these wins. 5 in a row right now, 24-4, 13-2 in the conference. Yeah, it deserves a round of applause here. UNCW still in first place in the conference, 2 games up with 3 games remaining. Coach, it's amazing. Down to the final 3 games here, but you guys certainly setting yourselves up well for the stretch run.
Yeah, Mike. I mean, it's been a long journey. We're getting close to the end of the regular season, and I think we've navigated through this journey. I wouldn't say perfect, but every challenge, every speed bump, everything that's come up, all the wins, all the losses, just all the adversity, we have navigated through it like champions, and all you can really hope for as a coach that they understand those times when they come up are growth opportunities, wins and losses. And our guys have really done an amazing job navigating through this journey, man, so far. And the goal right now, Mike, is to make sure that we stay focused and finish very strong as we go up to D.C.
Yeah, it looks like you've checked off maybe one box so far in the top 4, so you know you're going to get those 2 byes in D.C. Now, obviously, your eyes are set on the regular season championship, that number 1 seed as well. And everybody's eyes are knocking you guys off. And you saw that last week with Monmouth, with Campbell as well. You got their best punches, and you're able to come out ahead. The week that was, what was it like for you?
It was great for us, Mike. This is another part of the journey where you've been, everybody's game that's circled on their schedule. You're being attacked, and people are coming at you with everything that they have. And for me, I told the guys it's a perfect time for us to build that last trait as we go up to D.C. And for me, I think that is becoming dominant, trying to become dominant. So this is all preparing us to check that last box off before we get ready to go. But my thing with the team has been, hey, we're different. We're different from all these other places, all these other teams that we play, because, I made an example out of Campbell, and that's a good basketball team, but they were trying to create this atmosphere of, that's going to get us out of whack, get us out of character. They were trying to just promote the game and alumni day, whatever it was. The coach was flexing and stuff with his shirt off, all of that. He was trying to give his guys an edge and energy to be something that they hadn't been on a consistent basis. And for us, we're past that point, and we can't let that stop us from doing our job. And I thought our guys did a tremendous job of that all week.
Yeah, all week. And again, it started Thursday against Monmouth. 79-69, UNCW win this game. And Coach, Monmouth was at the time one of the hottest teams along with you. They had won 5 of 6 coming in. Kavion McLean, a new addition. They had not lost with him, their point guard. So going into this game, what were you looking at? Because, again, a hot team. Yeah. They're trying to continue to climb the ladder in the standings and trying to be in the top 4 themselves.
So we really – it was great for us as coaches. We were able to get a small snapshot of them with the little guy eligible in their lineup, and he had only played for 3 games. So we didn't really pay attention to what they had done before, because he changes their team in so many different ways. It's a big part of what they were doing. And so we were able to really key in on those 3 games. And in those 3 games, Mike, they were scoring the ball at a high level. They've always had a DNA of playing extremely hard and competing, doing all the tough things. So we really wanted to highlight that. And then on the defensive end, just, creating chaos for us. And I thought our scout team did a great job of getting us prepared. And when we went into the game, take care of it, fight, be tough. And we really dominated in all those areas.
Yeah, this was a game that was back and forth, 17 lead changes, but you guys able to finish strong at the end. That championship DNA, is that what we saw in the last couple of minutes?
Yeah, if you look at the 2 teams, I think one team and them, they were worried about officiating and everything that was going on around. You could see that we were laser focused on trying to win possessions. and that's championship DNA. And I think that really kicked in the latter part of that game. It was 11:32 on the clock, and we had a decision to make if we were going to kick it into another gear, and we certainly did.
Well, helping out the cause was Patrick Wessler being on the floor. He finished with a double-double, 13 points all in that second half. And you and I talked prior to the Campbell game. He's been getting in foul trouble in that first half, but you think teams are trying to get him in foul trouble a little bit?
Yeah, I think teams are really attacking him early, and they're attacking Nolan early to try to get them. They're our two best players. But we have other guys that step up. But teams think that those are our two best, and so they attack them and try to get them early foul trouble. But we've always been strengthening unit, next man up. So when that happens, we don't flinch. We just try to figure out a way to survive without them. And, the guys have been doing a good job with it.
In this game, 6 in double figures, the third time that's happened this season, so very balanced. And I thought Grady Williams, he was in foul trouble for a little bit. He didn't have an assist in this game, but with him back on the floor, or he went out with the injury, rather, you saw a difference with him on the floor as opposed to him on the sidelines.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't get the assist on the stat sheet, he's always trying to make the hockey assist, the one more to the one more. He's a calming presence for us. He gets us into our offense. You can see in a lot of those games we give him the ball in the middle of the court and let him make plays. It's a huge part of what we're doing. It's obviously going to look different when he's out of the game, but we have another guy that comes in and provides something really good for our team in Madison Durr. And so we have a two-headed monster at that spot.
Yeah, Durr did have 5 assists in this game, 10 points as well. And you thought that the way they defend was going to be a key in taking care of the basketball. You had only 8 turnovers in this game. And again, with Grady Williams on the bench for a while with that injury, what does that tell you about your team and the way they've been able to take care of the basketball?
Yeah, knock on wood, Mike. We've been taking care of it. We've only been turning it over about 7.5 times a game in the last 7 games. So we always talk about non-negotiable things that you have to have if you want to compete for a championship. We talk about defending. We've been doing that at a high level. We've been holding teams under 38% in our last 5. We talk about rebounding. We're plus in the rebounding margin. And then taking care of it. We've been taking care of it. You have to have those 3 things, and we talk about that a lot. And so our guys, they really value those areas of the game.
Yeah, UNCW right now, number 1 in the conference, the fewest turnovers per game here this season, doing a great job. As you said, knock on wood, it continues for UNCW, but it certainly did in this game. 79-69, the final score as UNCW closes it out and gets that win over Monmouth. Again, important win with the lone meeting between the Seahawks and the Hawks this season. We'll take our first break. When we get back, we'll talk about the game in Bowie's Creek from Saturday. It was a great environment. A lot of teal in the stands. We'll talk about that coming up next. Stay with us. We're talking to Takayo here at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Big news, Wilmington. The basketball season's biggest winner is the Pick 6 meal for 2. Just $19.99 at Buffalo Wild Wings. Choose 2 entrees, 2 sides, and 2 drinks for one unbeatable price. Go for boneless wings and any of our 26 sauces, crispy chicken dippers, or double-stacked cheeseburgers with fries, tots, or wedges. Pick 6 starting at only $19.99. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings. Taxes and fees extra. Not valid with other offers. See server for details.
The fans came out today, David.
That's right, Gabe. Big games mean bigger tailgates.
Check out that Ford F-150 truck. A championship caliber performance.
Oh, flawless execution, Gabe. Smart, powerful, and with available Pro Power on board, F-150 just took this tailgate over the top.
Game on, David. For the latest offers on Ford F-150, go to buyfordnow.com to see your Carolina Ford dealer today. See owner's manual for important operating instructions.
All-Star Flags is the Cape Fear source for all of your flag-related needs with high-quality American-made flags and poles. We also specialize in custom flags and banners, including the championship banners hanging within Trask Coliseum. All-Star Flags offers full-service installation on flagpoles, both residential and commercial. Visit our showroom and browse through our selection of U.S., state, military, sports, and international flags, or check us out online at allstarflags.com. All-Star Flags, quality in every star.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes Oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Keith Altman with Alpha Mortgage. As a former Seahawk, I know the importance of teamwork. So whether you're here at Trask Coliseum or at beautiful Brooks Field, take comfort in knowing that my team has you covered. From downtown to the suburbs to the beach. Give Alpha Mortgage a call. And go Hawks!
Looking for more than a gym? At O2 Fitness, it's about more than workouts. It's about how you feel, live, and move every day. Enjoy luxurious amenities, spacious turf, top-tier equipment, and expert guidance from personal training, Renew Wellness, and Loop Nutrition. Whether it's a quick lift or a full recharge, you'll find the space, support, and energy to show up as your best self. Feel stronger, live well, do more with O2 Fitness.
Feeling run down trying to keep up with your kids, grinding at work and the late night football games or streaming sessions are catching up to you? Turn the momentum in your favor. VitaFlow Wilmington has the vitamins and nutrients your body needs for optimal health. As soon as you walk into our state-of-the-art, fully sanitized facility, our professional team of registered nurses help personalize your treatment to become the healthiest and most efficient you. VitaFlow Wilmington is here for your health and wellness 7 days a week. Call us today at 910-222-8859 and get revitalized.
VitaFlow.
Hey, you got a sale coming up? Your company have some special offer, a big event. There's no better way to spread the word around town than on the radio. Word of mouth advertising starts right here. See, people in this town, they wait to the last minute to do everything. Make plans for the weekend, buy your concert tickets, whatever. Radio is a great way to reach people right before they make their buying decision. We get people on the move, in the car, driving to the shop. Get heard, get noticed, get results, get radio.
Hi, it's Holly Shaw, General Sales Manager at Sunrise Broadcasting. We'd love to get working for you. To get started, go right now to this station's website or social media.
Talking to Takayo here at Buffalo Wild Wings' old Eastwood Road location. Great crowd here today. The Seahawks, again, a team on a roll right now. Winners of 5 straight, the longest winning streak in the conference. And that winning streak continued with a win against Campbell on Saturday on the road. 73-68, the final score in that one. And, Coach, give Campbell some credit. Again, they made this one tough. You had to come back a couple of times, but in the end, some big plays to help seal this victory.
Oh, yeah, Mike. I mean, we knew it was going to be tough. You know, we prepare for every team like it's the most important game in the history of UNCW basketball. So our guys knew they were going to fight us. But if you try to do the right thing enough times on both ends of the floor, eventually, you know, your true colors and who you are is just going to really take over. And I think that's what happened. When the pressure came on, our guys embraced it, and we never saw it as, you know, our backs against the wall or we have to do this different. It was, you know, it's time to kick it into another gear. And, you know, when you're playing a team that's playing with force, you have to fight force with force, and that's what we did. Guys made big plays, Madison, Christian. I thought Noah made some big defensive plays. I mean, we had everybody step up and do their job. And how about Jonathan Lamotte?
Yeah, I was going to say, this is the Jonathan Lamotte game, man. Right?
Yeah, he bailed us out in the first half. He did. We had 3 of our starters with foul trouble, so they weren't playing. Jonathan came in, and he made some shots for us. He moved the basketball on time. He defended at a high level. You know, he's a big-time player, and I'm glad he's on our side.
Yeah, the Jonathan Lamotte that we've been seeing here maybe the last couple of games, is that what you saw preseason before his injury?
Yeah, I mean, I think what he's doing a little bit different. He had the ball in his hands a lot in the preseason, and we were looking at him, and next year when he comes back, we'll be looking at him as more of a combo, a 2-1, 1-2, somebody who could compete for a starting job at the point guard position. So what I'm seeing now is his ability to stretch the defense, and that's what we need. He's a really elite shooter right now, and a guy that's playing a lot better on the defensive end. I've challenged him in that area. I've challenged him to be tougher and rebound the basketball, and that's leading to some good things for him on the other end. So we need different guys to start stepping up and helping us win these games, and he did that on Saturday.
And we've talked a lot lately about Christian May. He's been doing that here. 13 points in this game, 4 of 9, 3 of 6 from 3. Had some crucial key free throws down the stretch as well. What do you continue to see from somebody like this? I mean, last week you said, hey, he's a winner. He's a guy who's logged a lot of minutes in this league already.
That's what I'm seeing. And I think he's a completely different player. He's more confident. He believes in himself at a high level. He believes in what we're doing. And right now, Mike, he's locking in on the other team's best player and doing a hell of a job. And I've always said he's the best two-way guard in this league, and he's showing it right now. But how about the big threes that he made?
Yeah.
The one on the left wing when Madison drove and kicked it to him. I think we were down 5 at the time. 4 or 5, big three. And then the one at the top of the key. And then his defense all night was really good. So he's rounding into who we want him to be, a confident two-way guy that can take over a game at any time, and that's what we need from him.
End of the game, up 3. Greedy Williams steals that ball. I was across the way. Were you telling him to pull it out, or did you want him to go attack?
No, it was one of those no, yes moments. I texted him after the game. It was when I got home and saw the clip. He was about to throw a lob to Nolan. And I told him, I can't tell you what I told him, but he said he was going to throw it, but then he was like, you know what, I'm going to just go get the basket. But I told him, I said, I would have respected you a lot more if you had thrown that alley, because that would have been so emphatic, but what a great play from him.
Yeah, I mean, that ended the game. You go up 5 with 2 point whatever left in that game, and that was it. So a big steal, big defensive play from Greedy Williams. Again, a guy that wasn't one of the guys in double figures, but a moment like that was one that certainly you'll remember.
Mike, what was so beautiful about it, and we watched it this morning, we didn't have a chance to really talk about what we wanted to do defensively, but they know when we go cover 3, that means take away all threes. And so we were switching 1 through 5. We knew they kept setting that flat middle ball screen, and Madison, he executed perfectly on it, forced it to his left hand. That's what we call weak. And white is when we switch, and Noah was right there waiting. They switched it perfect. There was some other action on the other side that Greedy and Christian switched perfect. And then we leveled the driver off. Noah did, and then everybody fanned out to take the threes away, and then Greedy got to steal. That's the stuff that you like to see at this time at this point in the year. That's when you know you're really cooking a little bit.
Yeah, winning plays as we see there from Greedy Williams. Again, 3 in double figures in this game. It was 17 for Lamoth, the season high for UNCW, for him at UNCW, 13 for May, and then 11 and a career-high tying 14 rebounds for Patrick Wessler. So, again, in foul trouble once again, but it seems like when he comes back down the floor in the second half, he makes up for some lost time.
8 offensive rebounds is hard to do. That's really, really impressive. And when we don't have him in the game, it's harder for us to rebound the basketball. We still do it, but for him to just be 7 feet and go up and just grab it out of his area, it's a real weapon. It's a real weapon for us, and he's an X factor. I've always said that he's an X factor for us on both ends of the floor. And McCoy, I thought he gave us good minutes at that position. I thought Noah gave us good minutes at that position. But Patrick is the best center in this league, and he needs to keep establishing himself as that.
Overall, you're playing 8 guys. It seems like night in and night out, those 8 guys are all giving you what you need from each of them.
Yeah, and that's always the challenge, Mike.
Yeah.
Getting them all to play their best game or close to their best game on game night. All right, can we consistently be that? If we can consistently be that, we'll be a tough out.
So UNCW wins this game 73-68, the final score from Saturday. Again, 24-4, 13-2 now in the conference, winners of 5 in a row, which is 3 games left. We'll take a break here. When we get back, Michael Oplinger will talk to us here, the Director of Athletics, as we get a state of the athletics department, a little address with him as we sit down with him and see what else is going on beyond basketball that we talk about here every week. Stay with us. More to come after this.
At Reed's Jewelers, we know that the rules of engagement were made to be broken. So don't settle for the first ring you see in the case. When you put a ring on it, make the moment your own with something that's just as unique as your love. Whether you're going big, keeping it subtle, or finding a happy medium, we're here to help you say I do with a one-of-a-kind design. Because doing things your own way is what makes them mean everything. Visit Reed's Jewelers in store at Mayfair Town Center and Independence Mall or online at reeds.com to chat with an expert today.
Kennedy's Real Estate Service is your local company for all your residential, brokerage, management, and appraisal needs in the Wilmington and New Hanover County area. Tim is not only a UNCW alumni, he has been your friendly broker since 1994 and providing residential appraisals since 1997. Give him a call, 910-799-1068, or visit him on the web at kennedyres.com.
Dr. Christopher Branco of Oleander Chiropractic wants you to know that you don't have to be a UNCW athlete to be treated like one. Stop by Oleander Chiropractic on Oleander Drive in the Arboretum behind Port City, Java, and you'll get the best care in a safe, comfortable family atmosphere. Dr. Branco has 15 years experience and is the official chiropractic consultant of UNCW Athletics. Oleander Chiropractic is open Monday through Friday with morning and evening appointments available. Most insurance is accepted. For help, tips, and coupons, visit OleanderChiropractic.com.
Hardee's invites you to fill your days with a little more handcrafted goodness. Made from scratch biscuits, baked fresh every 15 minutes. Crispy chicken tenders made with hand-breaded care. 100% Angus beef patties, freshly charbroiled, built to order. And warm smiles every day, from sunrise to supper time. Because at Hardee's, there's always goodness in the making. Exclusions may apply by time of day.
The Coast is calling. Spend your next 4 years at UNC Wilmington. Learn more at uncw.edu/coast.
Hit the water with confidence in a Carolina skiff rigged with the ultimate Suzuki outboard from Marine Warehouse Center. These boats are designed for stability and ease of use, making them ideal for fishing trips and family excursions. Suzuki brings customers the ultimate lightweight, efficient, and reliable 4-stroke power outboards. To get your Carolina skiff powered by Suzuki, call Marine Warehouse at 910-799-1277 or visit marinewarehousecenter.com.
Hi, I'm Joey Pollard, local owner of Window World right here in Wilmington. You may have seen me and my daughter Hannah on TV over the years. We're proud to be your local experts in exterior remodeling. Whether supplying storm protection or security, Window World still has you covered. Thank you, Wilmington, for all your support over the years. Window World, Wilmington's choice for 25 years and counting.
Window World, simply the best for less.
Let Marine Warehouse help you build your dreams. Order a custom pair boat to your exact specifications and have it expertly rigged with a Mercury 4-stroke outboard. Pair Marine delivers superior quality at an affordable price. And Mercury outboards are engineered to make every moment on the water unforgettable. At Marine Warehouse, we take pride in working with Pair to deliver a boat that's perfectly tailored to your lifestyle. Contact Marine Warehouse today, 910-799-1277, or visit marinewarehousecenter.com.
The Coast is calling. Spend your next 4 years at UNC Wilmington. Learn more at uncw.edu/coast.
Back here at Buffalo Wild Wings, Old Eastwood Road location, talking to Takayo. Right now we're talking to Mike. Mike Oplinger joins us, Director of Athletics for UNCW. And Mike, I know you were up there in Bowie's Creek on Saturday, and you kind of billed that as the 21st home game for UNCW, and the atmosphere was pretty darn good. A huge contingent of teal in the stands, and I know the kids certainly fed off of that.
We did. It was awesome. Earlier in this season, we got wind of a code, a discount code for tickets, and so we kind of held on to that and we blasted it out. And Teal Nation obviously showed up. From your vantage point, how'd it look? Because you were across the court looking at us. It looked pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
And it was loud. And I saw a tweet that they put out that was their best home crowd since 2019, right? Something like that. So, obviously, I think we played a role in that, setting a record for those guys. But it was cool. Yeah, we're kind of being playful with it and saying it's going to be like that, half a home game for us, if you will, going forward. But not surprised that people showed up, and very grateful that people made the trip.
And again, you see the value of having somebody like Campbell in this league. Again, before they were in the CAA, UNCW Campbell were playing each other in a lot of sports on a regular basis. So now you have it meaning a little bit more. And for the fans' perspective, it's a short trip to Bowie's Creek.
It's interesting with conference alignment. I think we're finding the exact opposite happening, right? Your geography is creating less of these types of matchups. But for us, actually, it went the opposite direction, right? We're bringing in institutions here recently. A&T, right, just up the road, Campbell up the road, obviously, and so I think those are really good things for our fans. It's a really good thing for our league, and it's a good thing for us.
Yeah, and you had Elon and obviously Charleston before that as well, and look at what Charleston has developed into, not just for basketball, but for other sports as well. So obviously this has been an outstanding season of basketball for UNCW. What are you seeing from that standpoint with the fans certainly buying into what's happening and this team, what they're doing right now at 24-4?
Yeah, special season. What these guys have done up to this point is, anytime you can do some historical things at a place like this, it's special, right? And so you talk about 24-4. After the game, I was reminded from Kurt Kanaski that we're 20 games over 500. There's only 13 schools in the country right now, out of 364 that are 20 games over 500. So it shows you, really where we are, the success that we've had. Up to this point, everything's right in front of us as it relates to the regular season and obviously playing our best into DC, but special season, special group, obviously, all that starts with our head coach, Coach Siddle. And, I think something that gets overlooked a little bit with him, and he's obviously been super successful, is the program in which he inherited, again, that predates me a little bit, but it wasn't healthy. Right, and it wasn't up to the standard in which we want our program to be. And so for him to take that on and to get us where we are now is a remarkable run. It really, really is. And that's so hard to take a program over, and especially in this day and age when you talk about the transfer portal, you talk about all the distractions that go on. It's not just X's and O's on the court. It's not just winning. You got to handle so many different things off the court and in the locker room that obviously he's doing at a high level for us right now. So we're very, very fortunate and blessed that he's our head coach. And, one more thing, I think this probably won't surprise people when talking about him, but, he talks about culture and, playing for the front of the jersey, not the back of it, and bringing high quality people here. Those just aren't hollow words, right? He lives that. That's the type of person that he is, right? He's a high character person. He's super intentional with his relationship with our institution, the community, the people. And, when we sit with families, on the recruiting trail and talk about that's not hollow, and I think a lot of people in our business will just say those things. And, you hear culture all the time and, press conferences and those types of things. And really for us, that's a real thing. And we've got a lot of high character kids. And again, we're very fortunate that he's our head coach.
Yeah, it's not easy this day and age, but again, bringing in the right players to fit this system, fit this culture, as you mentioned. And how about for the fans? This is UNCW is going to lead the league in average attendance once again in the CAA because of the fans here. So they've done that. More average fans per game than Charleston. Again, so congratulations to the fans for doing that, and again, it's a great accomplishment to see that. And again, for the fans that do come, the environment that's in there, you go around the league just like we do. There's nothing really like that in the CAA and a lot of places around the country as well.
You're right. There's not a lot of places that have the amount of support that comes in there. You talk about our fans. I think we're going to have over 100,000 people come through Trask for this season, right? So think about that. I think we're about to set the school mark for sellouts. And again, anytime you do something historic at a place like this, it's very meaningful, right? It just doesn't happen on accident. And so, yeah, the one of the things you need to have a championship quality program is you have to have a dedicated energetic, capable fan base. You got to. And so whether that's buying tickets, whether that's coming to away games, whether it's donations, whether it's buying gear, like that's a huge part of our success. And Mike, we talk about it internally is that we've got to earn the right to have people come and spend their discretionary dollars with us, right? So whether it's fan experience, whether it's performance on the court, whether it's food offerings and prices, and again cleanliness of the building and how they're welcomed and how parking functions. I mean, all those things we're really, really intentional with because again, we have 22 home games. We'll probably be around 20 next year, as it relates to number of home games. And so, having people in Trask is really, really important to us.
Yeah, certainly. Again, it's been a great season from that standpoint. The 75th season of UNCW men's basketball. We're just getting started talking to Mike Oblinger. We'll take a break here. When we get back, we're going to talk about some things outside of the realm of basketball. So stay with us. More to come after these messages.
Big news, Wilmington. The basketball season's biggest winner is the Pick 6 meal for two. Just $19.99 at Buffalo Wild Wings. Choose 2 entrees, 2 sides, and 2 drinks for one unbeatable price. Go for boneless wings and any of our 26 sauces, crispy chicken dippers, or double stacked cheeseburgers with fries, tots, or wedges. Pick 6 starting at only $19.99. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings. Taxes and fees extra. Not valid with other offers. See server for details.
At Pawn USA, we buy, sell, trade, and loan money on almost anything. Buying? Come check out our amazing inventory at our 5 convenient locations. Selling? We can give you cash or a loan for your items on the spot. Find the Pawn USA nearest you in Wallace, Charlotte, Leland, and in Wilmington, and we'll work with you for an enjoyable and beneficial experience. Ask about our free layaway plan and check us out at pawnusa.net and on eBay. There's always a new find at Pawn USA.
Hampton Inn University and Hampton Inn Suites Landfall Park are proud UNCW Seahawks sponsors. Award-winning hotels providing rooms, suites, catering, and meeting rooms. Ask for the Seahawks special. Call 910-399-9006. That's 910-399-9006. HamptonInn.com and support the Seahawks.
You don't need to shout to be heard. Just get in front of people already looking for what you offer. Digital ads do just that, targeting your ideal customers by interest, behavior, and location, right where they spend time online. From awareness to decision, we help you reach them at every stage of the buying funnel. And pairing digital with radio, it can boost your website traffic up to 4.5 times.
Have I got your attention now?
Let us help you turn awareness into action, on air and online. Call us today, 910-632-2134, or visit advertisesunrise.com.
Hi, I'm Joey Pollard, local owner of Window World right here in Wilmington. You may have seen me and my daughter Hannah on TV over the years. We're proud to be your local experts in exterior remodeling. Whether supplying storm protection or security, Window World still has you covered. Thank you, Wilmington, for all your support over the years. Window World, Wilmington's choice for 25 years and counting.
Window World, simply the best for less.
I'm Josh Barber for Capital Ford Lincoln of Wilmington. It's our desire to be Wilmington's premier source for all your automotive needs. Our knowledge, selection, and most importantly, customer service is second to none. Whether you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, need regularly scheduled maintenance, technical repair, or collision service, we invite you to experience the way we do business. So come see us at Capital Ford Lincoln of Wilmington on Oleander Drive and let us be your car dealer. Remember, if you buy anywhere else, you'll pay too much, and go Seahawks.
Preparing for the big game, athletes practice countless hours year-round. Then, it's game time, and their fans get to see the results, cheering on their team to a win. At Coastline Insurance, we're working hard behind the scenes, preparing for when you need us, because we want our customers to be our biggest fans. Let Coastline Insurance shop your coverage and find out why we say, when we shop, you win. Find us online at coastlineinsurance.com.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes Oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Looking for more than a gym? At O2 Fitness, it's about more than workouts. It's about how you feel, live, and move every day. Enjoy luxurious amenities, spacious turf, top-tier equipment, and expert guidance from personal training, Renew Wellness, and Loop Nutrition. Whether it's a quick lift or a full recharge, you'll find the space, support, and energy to show up as your best self. Feel stronger, live well, do more with O2 Fitness.
When it comes to industrial, hydraulic, hose, and marine supplies, FP Fensel Supply Company is a company you can trust. If we don't have what you need in stock, we'll get it. If you need help troubleshooting a problem, we'll do our best to solve it at competitive prices. We call it the Fensel Focus. Simply put, we know trust comes from a good experience, and we've been providing that to our customers from Wilmington to Jacksonville for 50 years. On the web at fenselsupply.com. That's FENSEL supply.com.
Talking to Takayo here at Buffalo Wild Wings Old Eastwood Road location. Mike Vaccaro with you. Mike Oblinger, Director of Athletics, joins us here right now and about to talk about some other things. Before we transition away from basketball, though, I know you wanted to talk about Title Rising again, as we mentioned, the 75th season of UNCW men's basketball. Title Rising, if you haven't checked it out, go to the YouTube channel to see all 5 episodes that are out right now. And certainly we all learned a lot, I think, with that project, and it was great to see it come together as it did.
Wow. I mean, wow. I'm glad we're able to talk about it because really well done. And there's so many people, obviously, up from our staff. Mike, you were involved, Brandon Sands, Riley. I mean, this is so well done, especially someone new to us, right? The opportunity to watch our history, learn about our history. I've been through it twice. So I've watched all 3 hours twice. So if you are a fan and you're listening to this and you've not watched it, you need to because it was really, really well done. I've talked to Tom back on our team and said, is there an award that we can put in for this? Because it's really, really well done. So many people participated in it. It's just really cool to see kind of the history of the program, how we got from point A to point B, and obviously we're still adding history to it every season. But really well done. This was something that Brandon brought to us in the summertime. As we got. We spent a lot of time in the summertime planning, and hey, we're coming up on the 75th year of men's basketball, and he brought this to us. And I think the original plan was to do maybe 2 or 3 20-minute segments, and it ballooned to 5 in 3 hours, which is awesome. And then obviously we've uncovered a lot of what I would call old footage and brought it. And it was just really, really cool. And if you haven't taken the time to watch it, you need to.
Yeah, I think we interviewed over 30 people for that, and again, not always your vision comes to life as it did there. So as you said, Brandon Sands, Riley Nance doing a great job putting that all together. All right, let's switch gears to some other things happening here. I know tennis has something around the corner for them.
Yeah, so in December, Mike, we asked our board of trustees for some what you can call just early planning to do a new tennis facility. And so you went to them, we got approval for that. Then it goes to the Board of Governors, and that will happen this month. And then kind of once you get those 2 approvals, then we can be a little bit more out in front of it and announce it, because we haven't announced anything just yet. But again, wanted to update fans on it because this is something that is sorely needed, right? I mean, they need a facility. It's one of the older facilities that we have. It's crumbling. It's just in disrepair. It's unsafe in some areas, and so we've got to fix that. Similar to baseball, when we got here, we had to kind of address that right away. But this will be something that, because of philanthropy, we're going to be able to get done. We've identified a handful of people that they want to be involved and they want to help us, and as soon as we're able to go out and announce and show kind of the public what we are, we're going to go raise money for it and do something for both our men's and women's tennis programs, essentially a facility, right? So 6 courts, a building to support them, lights, what we think is appropriate for a D1 tennis program here, and just very excited and hopeful that the Board of Governors will bless it and we can move forward.
Yeah, people don't realize or know their locker rooms are in Trask for those tennis programs, and obviously the courts outside. So certainly, as you said, much needed.
Yep.
A lot of changes, obviously, through the years here in college athletics. Your standpoint as far as, how are things going, eligibility, transfer portal, what do you see from those trends and how they affect UNCW?
Wow. I think nationally, what we're looking at is this world is constantly moving. And I think when I first got into this business, you would put maybe like a 5 to 8 year strategic plan out, and you kind of, that would be your roadmap for a couple years. I think now you're almost going every 6 to 9 months, almost year to year with what we're dealing with as it relates to just really the seismic shift of college athletics. Okay, so last summer, the House settlement was approved by the judge, and we moved forward with that. So we're less than a year into rev share and what you call really internal or institutional NIL, which I think has helped this. Okay, so now we understand kind of the rules, we understand what we can do. There's limits on how much we can share with our student athletes, which I think is a positive. But really, we've been living almost 5+ years now in a situation where there really were no guardrails, or were nothing, as it relates to rules. And, when this thing first came on us, it came on us so quick, the rev share and NIL, that, again, this was when I was in Connecticut at the time, but there was a state law in Connecticut that I couldn't even talk about it. I couldn't even give you any information, Mike. So if you asked me a question about it, just curiosity, it was against state law for me to even answer your question about NIL. So obviously we've come a long way, right, from that. And so that's positive. I think now the thing that's really a struggle, and it's in the news a lot, is eligibility. Okay, and so whether it's people coming from the G League that want to come back to play, whether it's kids trying to get waivers for 5th years, we're in a situation now where kids are trying to stay longer in college because of NIL, because of rev share, where previously they were trying to get through college and get onto a pro career. And so that's changed, right? I think that's how you changed recruiting. I think that's how you're changing how you put together your team year to year. I think the portal is still fundamentally wrong, right? I shouldn't say wrong. Wrong is not the right word. There's challenges with the portal, okay? So no one in our business, myself included, thinks that a young person it's a good thing for a young person to go to 4 schools in 4 years. That's not a good thing, okay? And that's what the system is allowing us to do. I'm not a proponent of freedom of movement. I think kids should be able to move. I think that's positive. I think that makes sense. Because again, if you make a decision when you're 17, 18, over 4 years, a lot can change and a lot can happen. And so we certainly understand that. But, again, there has to be some type of understanding of, again, when I was in school, if you transferred, you sat out, right? That makes total sense. I think needs to be, I don't know if penalty is the right word, but there's got to be something in place to say, hey, it's easier to get in the portal and go to the next place than kind of deal with what's going on in your own institution. And I don't think that's a good thing for anybody. I think that's a good thing for young people to learn those types of lessons. And so we're working on it. I think a lot of people are asking for, a solution from Congress and those types of things. I'm not real high on that. I don't think that's something that's going to happen. And I think something that we have to address as an industry is that there's so much power at the conference level. Okay, so that all these conference commissioners, and I get it, they're doing what's best for their institutions, they're doing what's best for their leagues, which again is totally appropriate and totally get that. But if I'm the commissioner of the SEC, do I really care what's happening necessarily throughout the rest? I'm worried about ours, right? And I get that. And so there is really nothing there's really no umbrella that sits over all of this. And I think some people think the NCAA does that. But ultimately, that's not what their function is as it relates to, again, the power sits with the conference offices, and I think that's a challenge for all of us right now. Yeah, college athletics, as you said, ever changing. That 5-year plan, 6 to 9 year plan, that says a lot right there, and how much you have to be ready to change because things are changing that fast. Mike Oblinger, thanks for spending a little time with us here today and updating us on UNCW athletics beyond men's basketball. I appreciate your time. Yes, sir. Thanks, Mike. We'll take a break here. When we get back, we'll bring Takayo Siddle back, and we'll have our Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week. Who's it going to be? We'll find out next. Stay with us.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
You got next. The next open road. The next uncharted trail. The Ford Bronco and Ford Bronco Sport, you've got the next great SUV. Equipped with a blend of off-road performance, on-road precision, and plenty of power to conquer the next adventure. For the latest offers on the new Bronco or Bronco Sport, you got next. Only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Kennedy's Real Estate Service is your local company for all your residential, brokerage, management, and appraisal needs in the Wilmington and New Hanover County area. Tim is not only a UNCW alumni, he has been your friendly broker since 1994 and providing residential appraisal since 1997. Give him a call, 910-799-1068, or visit him on the web at kennedyres.com.
Dr. Christopher Branco of Oleander Chiropractic wants you to know that you don't have to be a UNCW athlete to be treated like one. Stop by Oleander Chiropractic on Oleander Drive in the Arboretum behind Port City, Java, and you'll get the best care in a safe, comfortable family atmosphere. Dr. Branco has 15 years experience and is the official chiropractic consultant of UNCW Athletics. Oleander Chiropractic is open Monday through Friday with morning and evening appointments available. Most insurance is accepted. For help, tips, and coupons, visit oleanderchiropractic.com.
All-Star Flags is the Cape Fear source for all of your flag-related needs with high-quality American-made flags and poles. We also specialize in custom flags and banners, including the championship banners hanging within Trask Coliseum. All-Star Flags offers full-service installation on flagpoles, both residential and commercial. Visit our showroom and browse through our selection of U.S., state, military, sports, and international flags. Or check us out online at allstarflags.com. All-Star Flags, quality in every star.
Hardee's invites you to fill your days with a little more handcrafted goodness. Made from scratch biscuits, baked fresh every 15 minutes. Crispy chicken tenders made with hand-breaded care. 100% Angus beef patties, freshly charbroiled, built to order. And warm smiles every day, from sunrise to supper time. Because at Hardee's, there's always goodness in the making. Exclusions may apply by time of day.
Hit the water with confidence in a Carolina skiff rigged with the ultimate Suzuki outboard from Marine Warehouse Center. These boats are designed for stability and ease of use, making them ideal for fishing trips and family excursions. Suzuki brings customers the ultimate lightweight, efficient, and reliable 4-stroke power outboards. To get your Carolina skiff powered by Suzuki, call Marine Warehouse at 910-799-1277 or visit marinewarehousecenter.com.
Feeling run down trying to keep up with your kids, grinding at work and the late night football games or streaming sessions are catching up to you? Turn the momentum in your favor. VitaFlow Wilmington has the vitamins and nutrients your body needs for optimal health. As soon as you walk into our state-of-the-art, fully sanitized facility, our professional team of registered nurses help personalize your treatment to become the healthiest and most efficient you. VitaFlow Wilmington is here for your health and wellness 7 days a week. Call us today at 910-222-8859 and get revitalized.
VitaFlow.
Let Marine Warehouse help you build your dreams. Order a custom pair boat to your exact specifications and have it expertly rigged with a Mercury 4-stroke outboard. Pair Marine delivers superior quality at an affordable price. And Mercury outboards are engineered to make every moment on the water unforgettable. At Marine Warehouse, we take pride in working with Pair to deliver a boat that's perfectly tailored to your lifestyle. Contact Marine Warehouse today, 910-799-1277, or visit marinewarehousecenter.com.
At Reed's Jewelers, we know that the rules of engagement were made to be broken. So don't settle for the first ring you see in the case. When you put a ring on it, make the moment your own with something that's just as unique as your love. Whether you're going big, keeping it subtle, or finding a happy medium, we're here to help you say I do with a one-of-a-kind design. Because doing things your own way is what makes them mean everything. Visit Reed's Jewelers in store at Mayfair Town Center and Independence Mall, or online at reeds.com to chat with an expert today.
Talking to Takayo rolls on. Takayo Siddle back with us now. Here in time for our Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week. So you thought maybe Christian May? Yeah, that was... He would have been very deserving. Very deserving. His numbers, again, the last couple of weeks have been really good. But hard to deny a guy that averaged a double-double. the last 2 weeks, he's averaged a double-double. Patrick Wessler, the last 2 weeks, he has averaged a double-double. This week, 12 points, 13 rebounds. He had a career-high tying 14 at Campbell. 50% from the field, 7 of 14. He's number 1 in the conference in field goal percentage. Averaged 1 block shot. Averaged 1.5 assists. Averaged 1 steal as well. I mean, he's doing it. You're talking about a difference maker. And again, maybe because he's doing it so often, 14 double-doubles to lead the league right now. People are maybe overlooking him, but what he's been able to do. And you look at the 2 games, too, some limited minutes because of foul trouble. So you want to be taller, or you were taller last year. You stayed taller this year with your roster, and certainly it's paying off for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just like everybody in our league went and they tried to get a 7-footer, but we wanted to get a quality 7-footer, somebody that we knew could produce at a high level for us. And, when Patrick went into the portal, we were ready. We were ready. I was hoping that he went in, and, we did a heck of a job. Our coaching staff did a heck of a job locking in on him and making sure he understood how important he was or is to us. And I'm so glad he decided to come here. I said this early on when we first started. If he can focus in and work his butt off, he'll get better and better and better each and every week. And I think he's done that.
Well, you look at, again, what he did last year at Virginia Tech, obviously a different role, but his numbers, when you look at shots made and shots attempted, it's 3 times as much this year than it was last year. So how did you know? How did you forecast and know that he could come here and have this type of role and have this type of effect on the team as well?
Mike, when he was coming out of high school, he was a top 100 player. He was an ACC guy. We recruited him at NC State a little bit. He went to Virginia Tech. Like, he had most of the ACC schools looking at him, the Wake Forests of the world, the Clemsons. Like, he had that. That's the type of player that he is. All he needed was the opportunity to be thrown in the fire and grow. That's the only way you grow, is to be thrown in the fire and be counted on to produce. And I knew that he was going to be a completely different player than he had been at Virginia Tech. It was just a matter of getting him in here and having him understand that it was going to take some time and that he had to stick with this process throughout the good and bad. And he's done that, and we've been on him like crazy. And he's worked his tail off to get to this point. But I say this every time we talk about him, there's so much room to grow, and it's a scary thing. We can continue to have him grow throughout the season, hopefully get him back in the fold for next year. I mean, you're talking about a guy right now that's on the best team, and he's our best player. He should be getting talked about as player of the year, in my opinion. And then if you get him back for next year, you're talking about a preseason player of the year that's going to be ready to dominate the league.
Well, right now, he is the Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week. When you drive a smart and powerful Ford F-150, you're ready to tackle any job. Game on. See your Carolina Ford dealer, proud partner of Seahawk Athletics. As you recruit from the portal, question from the audience here about character. And you talk about character. How do you make sure and know that the kids that you're getting are the character kids that you want to bring into the fold and make sure that they fit with the culture of this program?
Yeah, hell of a question. It's a couple things to it, Mike. Making sure that on the front end we talk to everybody who is involved with them. Knowing the people around them is probably the most important thing, to see what they're about. And then asking tough questions to those people. And then when they get on campus, I think it's on the second day, I have about a 30-minute to an hour conversation where I lay everything out. This is how we do things. We've had these things happen before, and it didn't work out. We always are going to protect the culture and do what's right for the team. And so this is what it needs to look like. This is what it has to look like in every phase of our program. We lay it all out there. This is a tough conversation to have. You ask tough questions. You lay it all out there. This may or may not be the place for you. If you decide to come here, you're going to be held accountable to the 10th degree. Everything that you do, every step you take. All right, so it's going to always be about team. okay? There's a certain way that you have to act if you want to be a champion. Like, we lay it all out there. And so by the end of it, it's like, all right, like, I'm built for that. I want to be a part of it. And then we just roll from there. And luckily with this group that we've put together, Mike, they all were on board and they wanted to be a part of something bigger than themselves. And great kids, great families. Like I said this before a couple times, Mike, all but one of our kids on our team have both parents in their life. Both parents are still together. And I think that's so important. But making sure that we take our time and lay everything out and make sure we're identifying the right person has become extremely, extremely important to us.
Yeah, it's no reason why or no surprise why this team is 24-4 right now. You see it right there with talking about the kids they bring in and what they're doing for this program this year. We'll take our last break. When we get back, we'll talk about the next game coming up, UNCW at home on Thursday. Stay with us. Back after this.
At Pawn USA, we buy, sell, trade, and loan money on almost anything. Buying? Come check out our amazing inventory at our 5 convenient locations. Selling? We can give you cash or a loan for your items on the spot. Find the Pawn USA nearest you in Wallace, Charlotte, Leland, and in Wilmington, and we'll work with you for an enjoyable and beneficial experience. Ask about our free layaway plan and check us out at pawnusa.net and on eBay. There's always a new find at Pawn USA.
I'm Josh Barber for Capital Ford Lincoln of Wilmington. It's our desire to be Wilmington's premier source for all your automotive needs. Our knowledge, selection, and most importantly, customer service is second to none. Whether you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, need regularly scheduled maintenance, technical repair, or collision service, we invite you to experience the way we do business. So come see us at Capital Ford Lincoln of Wilmington on Oleander Drive and let us be your car dealer. Remember, if you buy anywhere else, you'll pay too much, and go Seahawks.
Hampton Inn University and Hampton Inn Suites Landfall Park are proud UNCW Seahawks sponsors. Award-winning hotels providing rooms, suites, catering, and meeting rooms. Ask for the Seahawks special. Call 910-399-9006. That's 910-399-9006. HamptonInn.com and support the Seahawks.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program. Introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip.
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
The Coast is calling. Spend your next 4 years at UNC Wilmington. Learn more at uncw.edu/coast.
Keith Altman with Alpha Mortgage. As a former Seahawk, I know the importance of teamwork. So whether you're here at Trask Coliseum or at beautiful Brooks Field, take comfort in knowing that my team has you covered. From downtown to the suburbs to the beach. Give Alpha Mortgage a call. And go Hawks!
Back to wrap things up here. Final show of the regular season. Talking to Takayo, Mike Vaccaro with the coach, Takayo Siddle. 3 games left of the regular season, back-to-back at home, Thursday against A&T, Sunday against Charleston, and then on the road next Tuesday at Elon. But Coach, let's hone in here on A&T. They made some changes to their lineup their last game, and it produced 102 points. 102-82 win against Elon. As you look at that, and one of their star players right now, Rookie of the Week for a 4th time, Lewis Walker as well. What do you look at?
First, I want to say thanks to everybody who showed support all year. This is great. I look forward to doing this on Mondays, and it's the best. So thank all you guys for everything that you do and all your support. But a talented team, Mike. Team with a first-teamer, probably co-rookie of the year. It's going to be a tall task for us, but we need to stay focused and get the job done.
This is you played them the very first conference game of the season.
Yeah.
So obviously the first game and now almost the last game here. Do you take anything away from that first meeting?
I watched it yesterday, and I wanted to throw up on the computer screen how bad we were. But what we've done all year, Mike, we've showed resilience, and we fought, and our guys figured out a way down there, and we're a completely different team, and we got a lot we're playing for. So hopefully we go out there and leave it all out on the court.
Yeah, you came back from double digits to win that game on the road in Greensboro. Coach, best of luck.
Thank you, Mike.
For Takayo Siddle, Riley Nance behind the scenes, our entire crew, and all the fans here, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening as well. Join us on Thursday, UNCW A&T. We're on the air at 6:45 on the Breeze Flow College and also in Greenville as well. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day, everybody.